All right. Andrea Horwath, she's in Hamilton at her party headquarters. She's just entered. You're seeing the hugs. And you have to wonder what she's going to say to her supporters. What will be the future for Andrea Horwath? Yes, she's still the official opposition, but she has lost seats. Look at that, the big hugs going down. And, you know, you have to wonder, Evan, for Andrea Horwath and her future, what's next for her?
Look, it's a bad night. You lose seats, it's a bad night. It's your fourth time, and let's listen in. But she can do it on her own terms because she's still official opposition. I think this is it.
All right, let's listen in.
Bonjour, chers amis. Thank you, Janelle Brady, for that wonderful introduction and for all of your hard work as our party president. I want to begin by thanking every NDP candidate that stepped up and put their name on the ballot this election. You literally are the most impressive team of candidates that has ever been fielded, ever, in this province. I've never seen a team so smart, so accomplished, so diverse, and so dedicated, with so much energy and fight. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. And thank you to the thousands and thousands of folks that volunteered on our campaigns in every corner of Ontario. Thousands of people every single day fighting in our campaigns. Thank you so much for that hard work. Thank you so much for that hard work. In fact, and I've said this over the last couple of days as we've been going through the province, you literally are the beating heart of our party and our movement. Thank you. You're so wonderful. And to our awesome campaign staff, hello. Hello. On the ground and at our headquarters, what an amazing team. Let's give it up for them. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And you know what? My special thanks to the folks who voted for our amazing candidates. So many people voted for our amazing candidates for good reason, because they're amazing candidates. And so thank you, thank all of you for making your ballot, marking your ballot for hope, marking your ballot for optimism, marking your ballot for what we can do together. And thank you so much to the millions of Ontarians who made their voices heard in this election. They actually made their voices heard. To every Ontarian, regardless of who you voted for, thank you for caring. Thank you for caring about our province and our future. I'd like to take a minute to thank Stephen Del Duca, Mike Schreiner, and Doug Ford for representing their parties well. Everyone who puts their name on a ballot is stepping up and making our democracy stronger. There's no doubt about it. But you're probably not surprised to know that I could not be more proud of the vision that we put before Ontario, We put a vision forward of a province where everyone can get the health care that they need, when they need it, close to home. A strong, universal healthcare system without painful waits and hallway medicine, where we respect and value our incredible healthcare heroes. Let's give it up for our healthcare heroes. And not only where we respect them, but where we have their back, like they always have our backs. That's how much we have to respect our frontline healthcare workers. Where we have affordable dental care for every Ontarian, mental health and pharmacare into OHIP, seniors care that puts support and respect for our loved ones ahead of corporate profits. The top-notch public education our kids deserve in good schools with enough caring adults. A plan to tackle the crises in housing and affordability, get wages up and rents down. A new way forward where we respect and fulfill the treaties. Working shoulder to shoulder with Indigenous people to fix what's broken, from clean water to livable housing. Urgently tackling the climate crisis, urgently tackling the climate crisis. Doing our part to ensure that the next 7 generations have a healthy planet and a bright future, full of opportunity. And doing so much more to build a province without hate, bigotry, or discrimination of any kind. We will never stop fighting to make these goals a reality for people in Ontario. In every corner of this province, people are counting on us to be on their side. And I know, without a doubt, the team of New Democrats elected tonight will work hard every single day for you. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's true. New Democrats will always stand up for everyday working families. Always. For every person who needs support from their government. For every Ontarian trying to build a better life for themselves and their family. Everyone trying to build a stronger foundation and a brighter future for the next generation. And so tonight the people have spoken, and they've sent a very clear message. The majority of Ontarians have not endorsed or supported the Conservative government. And I just want to say that Doug Ford needs to realize that. He needs to understand that Ontarians did not vote for more cuts and privatization of the things that matter the most to all of us. Ontarians did not vote for more painful waits and more hallway medicine, more horrific mistreatment of our loved ones in seniors' care, or for more of our kids' schools to crumble into disrepair. That's not what Ontarians voted for. They did not vote for more of their friends and neighbors to slip through the cracks, to struggle and scrape by, living paycheck to paycheck, or slip into poverty. They didn't vote for an even less affordable province, where the hope of buying a home or even renting a decent place you can afford becomes more and more of a pipe dream. The majority of Ontarians did not vote for big highways to big houses that no one can afford. They didn't vote for our most vulnerable to be trapped in legislated poverty. They did not vote for a government that ignores its treaty obligations or ignores the rising tide of hate, division, and violence targeting so many communities in our province. And they didn't vote for a government that ignores science, carves up the Greenbelt, and makes the climate crisis worse instead of better. And you know what? These are the worries that people have shared with me throughout the years. And that's why I have fought so hard for them. And you know what? Respecting the voters means listening to all that they tell us. And this is something I want to remind Mr. Ford about. that respecting the voters is about listening to all of what they tell us. So I'm going to save my final thanks for my family, my friends, and the people of Hamilton. And my commitment to you is never going to waver. And I'm going to keep working to earn your confidence each and every day. I'm going to keep doing that. But tonight, it's time for me to pass the torch, to pass the baton, to hand off the leadership of the NDP. And you know what? It makes me sad, but it makes me happy because our team is so strong right now. Our team is so strong. You know, I brought a tissue, and my grandma would have normally tucked it under her sleeve, but my sleeve's too loose, and so I had to tuck it into my belt. But I'm not shedding tears of sadness. I'm shedding tears of pride. Look at you. Look at all of you. Look at what we have done together. Look at what we have done together. Honestly. Together, my friends, we have built a party that is stronger and more ready to govern than ever before. And you know what? You know what? We didn't get there this time. We didn't get there this time. But just know that we will continue to be the powerful champions people need us to be in order to fight Doug Ford's cuts. And you know what? We are once again going to be your official opposition. And I can guarantee you, Ontarians, that as your official opposition, we will work hard every single day to fix what matters most to the people of our province of Ontario. You know why? Do you know why we're going to do that work? Because your priorities were our priorities before the election, and they were our priorities during the election, and they will be our priorities after the election, because that's who we are as New Democrats. And so I want to end by guaranteeing every Ontarian that we will always, always be working for you. Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Miigwech Nyahweh.
And with that, Andrea Horwath announces she is passing on the torch. All the conversation about would that happen tonight, and it did.
Even though she won in terms of her own riding and she's the official opposition, but that's not enough. She decides to step down. Your reaction, Nick?
2 words, total victory. Like, seriously, it not just won the election for Doug Ford and the Progressive Conservatives. You know, Andrea Horwath has decided to step down, even though she got the second greatest number of seats. Del Duca, what is it? You got a stopwatch, Evan? Like, how long is this guy going to last? Like, really? You know, so both of those parties are going to have to do a complete reset just because of what Ford has done and the political space that he's built
Would
in
this
Ontario.
mean she'd have to step down as MPP? Because we don't know that. Like, how would this potentially work?
Just one thing. Let's just take 10 seconds here to say this is an enormous political career. And she's built this party. And these are hard moments. And her words It's time for me to pass the torch, and these are tears of not sadness, but of pride. I mean, she's worked hard. She lost seats, but she built this party, and they are viable. And the Liberals are not a viable party. So she has a legacy, and this is a remarkable moment, and she's going to deserve a lot of credit.